What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast for a Wednesday here on the 30th of October. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me across all of my socials at Sports Talk Matt, and this podcast is being brought to you by our friends at Draftkings. So a winning night last night. Haven't had one of those in a while. A straight up win. 2-1. The Nets get there for us. They almost lost the cover in overtime. That was the right side the entire game. And then a hook shot for Jokic sends the game into overtime. They stretch the lead out to as big as 8 in overtime before a last-second garbage bucket gets us to 5. We get the hook there. Maybe the luck is starting to turn for me here a little bit. Nets get the win. Bruins Flyers, dead wrong play there. Game was 2-0, and Louisiana wins the game outright. Hopefully you sprinkled a touch on the money line there. Louisiana goes and covers the 4. They win the game straight up in that contest in the Fun Belt. 2-1 officially, up 0.9 units for the day. Puts us up for the week. Here is something that's going to get my attention every time, okay? You follow me. You follow me for the first time. You have very little followers on Instagram, Twitter, whatever it might be that you're on. And you use, on the same day that you follow me, you use that now following my account to then at me about the hockey bet losing. Look, I've lost a lot over the last couple of weeks. When I win, I don't need you to tell me that I've lost a bet. I know I lost a bet. I know the hockey bet was wrong. Did you bet the other 2 games? If you didn't, be quiet. Just keep your mouth shut. Go on with your business. I don't need to hear from you, see from you. I don't need anything. I really don't. I don't need it in the comment section. I don't need it on my Instagram. I don't need it on my Twitter, okay? Don't need any of it. Am I going to hit every bet? Absolutely not. But when I win and go 2-1, if I'm winning and you're whining about the one loss, I don't care. Like, I'm being honest, I don't care. Okay? You pick and choose whatever you want to bet. If you pick the wrong game, that's not my problem. All right? So 2-1, when it goes 2-1 and I'm feeling like, oh, okay, we're finally potentially clawing our way out of this nuclear winter that I've been in. Come on, bro. Find some better times to out yourself for being a complete troll. Okay? Appreciate that. So 2-1 on the night. I've got 2 full unit bets and 2 player props in the NBA to give you, 1 college football bet and 1 NBA play, and then 2 NBA player props to jump in. I'm not betting hockey today because we've lost two bets in a row. Take a break from betting on hockey here tonight for just a little bit. We'll go back to hockey later on, but 3 basketball bets in 1 college football play to give you. But first and foremost, let's talk about our friends at Draftkings, the Draftkings Pick 6. You guys play $5 after getting a new account, registering for the Pick 6 account, downloading it. Use Juice at sign up. Get $50 in automatically when you play, just $5 with your first play. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. We're calling 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. 18 plus in most jurisdictions, but other age and eligibility restrictions may vary. Valid only in jurisdictions where DraftKings Pick 6 operates. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including but not limited to New York and California, Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 new Pick 6 per customer, a $5 first pick set to receive $50 issued as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 30 days. For terms, go to pick6.draftkings.com/promos. Okay, let's start in college football. Got a fun game here in college football tonight. Jacksonville at Liberty. Okay, so Jacksonville, just like last night when we bet on Louisiana, Jacksonville State, I should say, excuse me, because different college, Jacksonville State against Liberty, is red hot. Jacksonville State has won their last 4 games. Jacksonville State has won and covered their last 4 games. Jacksonville State has won by 37, by 39, by 41, and by 22 points. They covered the numbers by 31, 22, 20, and 1.5. Now, they were favored in all 4 of those games against Southern Miss, Kennesaw State, New Mexico State, and MTSU. Not a murderer's row, I'll give you that. They lost by 35 to Louisville, lost by 28 to Coastal Carolina in the early part of the season. We were on Jacksonville State against Coastal when Coastal housed them. I've been waiting to come back on this Jacksonville State team because I like them. 4-3 ATS on the season overall, but they've covered their last 4 games. Now, 3 of those 4 games were at home. On the road against Kennesaw State, they were laying 17. They won by 39. Now we're back on the road against Liberty, who is 1-5 against the number. 0-4 in conference play against the number. Jacksonville State is 3-0 in conference play against the number. At home, Liberty is 1-3, and they are just 1-4 over the last 5 games. They lost to Kennesaw State, the same Kennesaw State team that Jacksonville State won by 39 points against. Florida International beat them by 7. They were laying 16. They won by 11 over East Carolina. They covered there, but didn't cover against Texas El Paso, laying 24. They won by 18. New Mexico State, they were laying 22.5. They won by 6. That's the same team that Jacksonville State was laying 21 points against, and they won by 41 points. You know where I'm going here. I got a road dog that's hot. Just like Jacksonville last night, just like Louisiana last night, we're going Jacksonville State plus 2.5 for 1.1 units. Absolutely sprinkle money line on this, okay? Jacksonville State's a team that we've talked about it before when we were breaking them down, but they want to run the football. They have one of the best running attacks in the country. They average 6 yards per run. Yes, Liberty stops the run. They give up just 3.1 yards per run. There's strength on strength going there on that. Passing attack for Jacksonville State, though, is pretty good. 8.8 yards per pass play because of the play action that they run. That's 12th best in the country. Liberty's not bad, though. They're top 50, 6.9 yards per pass play that they give up. On the other side, you have a Liberty team averaging 7.6 yards per pass play up against a Jacksonville State defense that's not been great against the pass, but they're pretty good against the run. They're top 100 against the run, just 4.3 yards per rush given up. Liberty scores 29.6 points per game. Jacksonville gives up about 29 points per game. On the flip side, Jacksonville State's scoring 39.7 points per contest. Liberty's giving up about 22 points a game per contest. I like the dog here. Give me the hot team on the road here coming in with 4 straight wins and a 3-0 ATS record in conference. Jacksonville State plus 2.5 for 1.1 units on that. Second bet. There is no team total for the Boston Celtics in the first half tonight. Not out yet. The books are waiting because they know what we're going to bet, right? It's 3-1 to the over. Instead of betting first half, I will bet first half myself. That number probably is going to be somewhere around 62, 63. I'll bet that myself. But officially, I'm looking at the Celtics team total. When the Celtics played the Pacers in the playoffs, it was playoff basketball now, Boston averaged 119.5 points per game in the 4-game sweep. The Indiana Pacers, so far this season, they are giving up a whopping 117.3 points per game. That's 20th worst in the NBA. At home, they're giving up 118 points per game. And over their last 3 games, they've been giving up 120 points per game. Now, team defense efficiency, not great. Defensive rating for the Indiana Pacers, they're 22nd in defensive rating, giving up with 115.8 defensive rating. That's not good. In the same category as, the Hawks and the Jazz and the Nets and the Knicks in terms of defensive rating. Just not very good. The best, you want to know, Oklahoma City Thunder, number 1 at 90.8. The Warriors and the Clippers and the Cavs and the Suns round out your top 5. Boston did not shoot the basketball well at all in their game against Milwaukee. We were on that. We lost it. Boston has scored 119, 124, 122, and 132 points. And that's against some somewhat decent defensive teams in New York and Milwaukee. Their team total for tonight is 119.5. The Pacers have given up at in the last game 119, 118, 123, and 109. So 3 of those games went under, but just barely under, and then one went way over with the Knicks at 123. At home, They played one home game so far. Philadelphia, they gave up 118 points to a Sixer team without their two best players. Boston will have their two best players. Team total, Boston Celtics for the game, over. I think they score 120 points minimum here on the road against the Pacers. I think Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both have big games after not playing well against Milwaukee. I think they'll have free reign here to score and score at will. Celtics team total over 119.5 at minus 125. Now, two player props I like. I'm going to give to you now and not make you go search for it because these numbers may come down or go up. I want these numbers where I got them here. Let's start with Al Horford for the Boston Celtics. Al, 4 games so far. 5 rebounds, 5 rebounds, 5 rebounds, 3 rebounds. Why is his number 6.5? Pace of play, fine. But Al isn't rebounding much. Boston's not looking for Al to rebound. They want Al on the wing shooting threes, guarding big men, but not really rebounding all that much. He's played 20, 26, 27, 32 minutes so far here this season. He has not gone over this number yet. Under 6.5 rebounds for Al Horford is minus 125. We'll lay 0.63 units down on that to win a half a unit coming back on Al Horford under 6.5 rebounds tonight up against the Pacers. And finally, we'll go to Mikal Bridges of the New York Knicks. Knicks tonight should have a pretty decent game against Miami. It's 1-2 Knicks against 2-1 Miami. Mikal Bridges has scored 19, 21, and 16 points so far this year. Mikal Bridges' point total is 15.5. He's gone over this number 3 straight times. We'll go Mikal Bridges again, over 15.5 points at minus 125. Again, laying the 0.63 units down to win a half a unit coming back on this for Mikal Bridges. He played 40, 33, and 35 minutes so far in the 3 games for the Knicks. Shot attempts, he's shot a ton so far. Really, what you look at from a point perspective is usage. 15, 12, and 13 shot attempts for Mikal Bridges. He's taken 4, 3, and 7 3-pointers in those 3 games. Got to the line a little bit, good enough. Let's go 16 or more points for Mikal Bridges with the New York Knicks here, averaging 18.7 points per game. Bridges over 15.5 points per game. Okay, so the plays for today are the following. Jacksonville State plus 2.5 on the road against Liberty. Celtics team total over 119.5 on the road at the Pacers. Al Horford under 6.5 rebounds on the road against the Pacers. And Mikal Bridges over 15.5 points on the road against the Miami Heat tonight in the NBA. My name is Matt Perrault. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt every morning. It's the Daily Juice Podcast presented by Draftkings.